Something is about to happen that will shake you to your core. Right now, in this very moment, there is someone circling back into your orbit, and they are not coming with pure intentions. I need you to listen closely because what I'm about to reveal could protect you from one of the most dangerous traps you've ever faced. This person, they know exactly how to get to you. They remember your weaknesses, your soft spots, the places where you used to break. But here's what they don't know. You are no longer that person. You have evolved, you have transformed. And Spirit is stepping in right now to make sure you see this situation with absolute clarity before it's too late. Before we dive deep into what the cards are revealing, I need you to understand something important. Only take what resonates with you. If something doesn't align with your situation, leave it behind. But if you feel that familiar tightness in your chest, that knowing in your gut, that shock of recognition, pay attention. That's your soul confirming the truth. The energy around you right now is heavy with deception, manipulation, and someone who believes they can pull the wool over your eyes one more time. But the universe has other plans. You're about to see everything. Three cards have come forward with a message so urgent, so powerful that I felt chills the moment I laid them down. Let me show you what Spirit needs you to know. The first card that has appeared in this reading is the Seven of Cups. And oh my goodness, the energy here is absolutely suffocating. This card is screaming illusion, confusion, and deliberate manipulation. Someone is about to present themselves to you with multiple faces, multiple promises, multiple versions of a reality that simply does not exist. Look at this card. Do you see all those cups floating in the air? Each one holding a different fantasy, a different dream, a different possibility. That is exactly what this person is going to offer you. They are going to come to you with sweet words, with apologies that sound so sincere, you might actually feel your heart soften. They are going to paint pictures of a future together, of how much they have changed, of how different things will be this time. But here's what Spirit wants you to understand. It is all smoke and mirrors. It is all carefully constructed deception designed to confuse you, to make you doubt your own memory, to make you question whether maybe, just maybe, you were too harsh, too unforgiving, too quick to walk away. This Seven of Cups energy is toxic because it preys on your hope. It preys on that beautiful part of you that wants to believe in second chances, in redemption, in the possibility that people can truly change. And while yes, people can change, this particular person has not done the inner work. They have not healed. They have not transformed. What they have done is gotten better at pretending. They have studied you. They have analyzed what worked before and what didn't. They have crafted a new approach, a new mask, a new way to slip past your defenses. And I need you to hear this clearly. They are coming back because they are empty. They are coming back because they have drained everyone else around them, and now they need to return to a source they know was once abundant. That source is you. Your energy, your light, your capacity to give and love and nurture, that is what they are after, not you as a whole person with needs and boundaries and dreams. Just your energy, just what you can provide for them. The Seven of Cups is also revealing something else that makes my heart ache for you. This card shows that part of you might already be feeling the pull. Part of you might already be entertaining the possibility. Maybe you have been feeling lonely lately. Maybe you have been scrolling through old photos, or memories have been surfacing unexpectedly. Maybe you have been wondering what they are doing, whether they ever think about you, whether they ever regretted how things ended. Spirit is showing me that this is not coincidence. This person has been energetically reaching out to you, sending thoughts your way, possibly even deliberately posting things on social media or moving in spaces where they know you will notice. They are testing the waters. They are planting seeds. They are trying to create an opening. And the Seven of Cups is warning you that if you are not careful, if you do not stay grounded in reality, you could find yourself slipping back into old patterns before you even realize what is happening. But here is where everything shifts. The second card that has come through is the Queen of Swords. And I literally felt my entire energy change when I pulled this card. This is you. This is who you have become. This is the version of yourself that they do not recognize and cannot manipulate. The Queen of Swords is sharp. She is clear. She is unflinching in her perception of truth. She does not allow emotions to cloud her judgment. She does not make excuses for bad behavior. She does not romanticize the past or sugarcoat reality. She sees through lies like glass. She cuts through manipulation with precision. And most importantly, she protects herself without guilt, without apology, without second guessing whether she is being too cold or too harsh. The Queen of Swords knows that self-preservation is not cruelty, it is wisdom. This card is telling me that you have already been through the fire. You have already experienced the pain of being with someone who took more than they gave, who drained you until you had nothing left, who made you feel small and confused and unsure of your own worth. You have already cried those tears. You have already asked yourself 1,000 times what you could have done differently. You have already blamed yourself, questioned yourself, wondered if you were the problem. And then, somewhere along the way, you woke up, you saw the patterns, you recognized the manipulation for what it was, you chose yourself, you walked away. And in that walking away, you reclaimed your power, you rebuilt your sense of self, you learned to trust your intuition again. You discovered that you are so much stronger than you ever gave yourself credit for. The Queen of Swords is who emerges from that kind of transformation. She is not bitter, but she is no longer naive. She is not hardened, but she is no longer soft in ways that allow others to take advantage. She loves, but she loves with boundaries. She gives, but she gives with discernment. What Spirit is showing me through this Queen of Swords energy is that you are going to see right through whatever this person tries to pull. You might feel the pull, yes. You might feel that old familiar ache, that muscle memory of what it felt like to be with them, but you are not going to fall for it. Because this time, you know better. This time, you have receipts, you have evidence, you have a track record of their behavior that no amount of smooth talking can erase. And more than that, you have experienced what life feels like without them. You have tasted freedom. You have remembered what peace feels like. You have reconnected with parts of yourself that were buried when you were in that dynamic. And the Queen of Swords does not trade peace for chaos, does not trade clarity for confusion, does not trade freedom for crumbs of affection. She knows her worth, and so do you. I'm also seeing with this Queen of Swords that you might need to be quite direct in your rejection of this person's advances. This is not a situation where you can be polite or vague or hope they get the hint. The Seven of Cups energy they are bringing is so clouded with delusion that they might actually interpret kindness as interest, interpret neutral responses as openings, interpret anything less than a firm no as a maybe. The Queen of Swords is urging you to be crystal clear. If they reach out, you do not owe them a long explanation. You do not owe them closure. You do not owe them a conversation where you rehash the past or give them the chance to defend themselves or convince you of their change. You have every right to simply say no and walk away. You have every right to block, to delete, to protect your space without guilt. The Queen of Swords understands that sometimes the most loving thing you can do for yourself is to cut off access to people who have proven they cannot be trusted with your heart. And now we come to the third card, and this one made me gasp when it appeared because it confirms everything. The third card is the Nine of Swords, and this is the energy of anxiety, sleepless nights, mental torment, and deep psychological distress. But here is what is absolutely crucial for you to understand. This is not your energy. This is theirs. The Nine of Swords is revealing the true state of the person who is trying to come back into your life. Behind all those illusions from the Seven of Cups, behind whatever confident mask they are wearing, they are absolutely falling apart. They are consumed with regret. They are tormented by what they lost when they lost you. They are lying awake at night, replaying everything, obsessing over how to get you back, spiraling in their own mess. And you need to understand something that might sound harsh, but is absolutely true. They do not want you back because they love you. They want you back because losing you forced them to face themselves, and they cannot handle what they see. The Nine of Swords shows someone who is in psychological crisis. This person is not well. They are not healed. They have not done the work to address whatever internal voids and wounds led them to treat you the way they did in the first place. What they have done is realize that you were filling a role in their life that no one else has been able to fill since. You were their emotional supply. You were their validation. You were their comfort. You were their distraction from their own inner demons. And now that you are gone, they are forced to sit with themselves, with their choices, with the consequences of their actions, and it is destroying them. So they are convinced that if they can just get you back, if they can just convince you to give them another chance, everything will be okay again. They will feel okay again. But that is the trap. Their healing is not your responsibility. Their emotional regulation is not your job. Their inner peace is not something you can provide, and any attempt to do so will only drain you all over again. The Nine of Swords is also showing me something darker, and I need to be honest with you about this because your safety and well-being matter more than sparing anyone's feelings. This person has the potential to become dangerous if they feel you slipping away from them permanently. I am not necessarily talking about physical danger, though in some cases that could be a concern, and you should absolutely trust your instincts and take precautions if you feel unsafe. But I am definitely seeing emotional and psychological danger. This is someone who, when they realize the Seven of Cups illusions are not working, when they run up against your Queen of Swords boundaries, could shift into more desperate tactics. They might try guilt. They might try playing the victim. They might try to make you feel responsible for their pain. They might bring up old memories to trigger you emotionally. They might even try anger or intimidation to shake your resolve. The Nine of Swords energy can manifest as someone who becomes obsessive, who cannot let go, who would rather burn the bridge than let you cross it into a life that does not include them. What I am also picking up with this Nine of Swords is that this person has been watching you. They have been seeing you thrive. They have been witnessing your growth, your happiness, your peace, your success, and it is killing them. Not because they are genuinely happy for you, but because your thriving is proof that you did not need them the way they convinced you that you did. Your healing is evidence that they were the problem, not you. Your peace without them contradicts every lie they told you about how you would never find better, how no one else would love you, how you were too much or not enough or damaged or difficult. Every step forward you take is a mirror held up to their face, showing them exactly what they lost and exactly who they really are, and they cannot stand it. So they are coming back to try to dim your light, to pull you back down, to reassert control, to prove to themselves that they still have power over you. But here is the beautiful truth that these three cards together are revealing. You see everything now. The title of this reading is that they want to deceive you, but you see and know everything. And that is exactly what is happening. The Seven of Cups shows their strategy, the illusions they are planning to use. The Queen of Swords shows your clarity, your strength, your ability to see through it all. The Nine of Swords shows their true state, the desperation and darkness beneath the surface. You are not walking into this blind. You are not the person you were before. You have vision now. You have wisdom. You have boundaries. You have self-respect, and most importantly, you have a choice. They are going to try to make you feel like you do not have a choice, like fate or destiny or history or love demands that you give them another chance. But that is just another illusion. You always have a choice, and the choice to protect yourself, to honor your growth, to refuse to go backwards, that is not selfish, that is sacred. Spirit wants you to know that you have already won. You have already broken free. You have already done the hardest part, which was leaving in the first place and rebuilding yourself from the ground up. Do not let anyone convince you to demolish what you have built just to make room for someone who already proved they do not know how to handle the gift of your presence. You are not a rehabilitation center for broken people who refuse to do their own healing work. You are not a doormat. You are not a second option or a backup plan or an energy source to be drained dry. You are a whole, complete, sovereign being who deserves reciprocal love, genuine respect, and relationships that add to your life rather than subtract from it. These cards are your warning, your validation, and your protection all at once. Trust what you see. Trust what you know. Trust yourself. And there it is. The truth laid bare. 3 cards that have exposed everything this person is trying to hide, everything they hope you won't see, everything they are banking on you being too kind or too trusting to recognize. But you do see it, you do know it, and that changes everything. I want you to take a deep breath right now and just feel into your body. Feel that knowing, feel that strength, feel that clarity rising up inside of you. This is not about being cold or unforgiving. This is not about holding grudges or refusing to believe in growth. This is about honoring yourself enough to recognize when someone has shown you exactly who they are and choosing to believe them the first time, the second time, and every time after that. You have given enough. You have sacrificed enough. You have suffered enough. That chapter is closed, and you do not owe anyone the right to write on those pages ever again. If this reading resonated with you, if you felt that shock of recognition, if you felt your spirit confirming what the cards revealed, then please trust that feeling. Do not let anyone gaslight you into doubting your intuition. Do not let anyone convince you that you are being paranoid or overthinking or too guarded. You have earned the right to be protective of your peace. You have earned the right to say no without explanation. You have earned the right to choose yourself again and again and again for the rest of your life. Stay strong, stay awake, stay protected. You are not the same person they left behind, and you are certainly not the same person they think they can manipulate back into their web. You are the Queen of Swords now. You see through the illusions, you cut through the lies, and you walk forward into a future that is yours alone to create, free from anyone who ever made you feel less than the magnificent being you truly are. Trust yourself. You already know what to do.